ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to another exciting episode of Me and You on Campus. My name is Convy. For those that don't really know what the show is all about, this is where we have a one-on-one discussion, really exceptional. Today is going to be great. As you can see the environment, you will notice that this is not our usual studio, because today is actually a special edition of Me and You on Campus. I'm here with Mr. Babatunde Ogunlola, the founder of Babs Impact College. Before you get to meet him one-on-one, let's just go on this very quick break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Hello guys, welcome back from that very quick break. Like I said earlier, we have a special guest in the studio. Now let's get to meeting now. You guys ready? Yeah. Yeah, hello sir.
Yeah, I'm cool. How you doing?
I'm good. The way you're just shining your teeth. What do you have for us
It's
today?
a natural thing. That's my look generally. So.
Okay sir. So can we get to meet you?
I'm Babs Michael Babatunde Ogunlola, as I've said, but simply known as Babs Michael because my Christian name is Michael, so most times it stands out, Babs Michael. Okay, so
tell us about yourself, your education attainment so far.
Okay. I actually started my education from Oshodi, secondary school Oshodi, senior high school Oshodi.
Okay.
You know, so it's a very good place to attend, you know, our community, Oshodi High School. So I think my first admission was Jaba College of Technology.
Okay.
I did my HND also.
What course?
And biochemistry.
Okay.
And to University of Lagos, where I did microbiology.
Wow.
Then I later did some things on leadership, strategy, and business skills in London Academy Business School. That's where I did my PGD. Then an MBA finally. So because of what the world wants now, it's not just being strategized on one aspect. You need to diversify. So I had my MBA. So from OND to HND to BSc to MBA. That's my academic.
Sorry, well done, sir.
No, I'm still learning.
Okay, tell us about Babs Impact College.
You said Babs Impact College. I wouldn't talk about Babs Impact College without mentioning some things that came before it.
Okay.
Babs Impact College just came like a year ago, you know, but I started with an NGO many years ago when I was in my secondary school. It was a time to leave school, so I felt we need to impart young minds in the environment. So I started an NGO called Babs Educational Consult to help students educationally. So that metamorphosized into a lot of project saying, Save Nigeria Education, you know, Impact Club, you know, but at the long run, I felt, you know, I've been involved in education over time. I lecture in an institution for over 15 and a half years. So and I observed one of the weaknesses and that existed was the amount of fees student pays is outrageous or is high in code. So I thought of setting up something that could be okay for them. They can pay less and get good standards. So that was what brought about Babs Impact College. So our vision majorly is to impart them, but with the little amount that they will pay, they get standard lecturing, standard impact, and WS. So that's how Babs Impact College came into existence.
Okay, like you said earlier, you said you've been teaching for 15 years.
Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah, let me say I want to appreciate my mentor, the boss, for that number of time that gave me the opportunity. You know, in 1999 when I was leaving school, you know, I had the opportunity to come lecture in that college, you know, and you know, it gave me try. I was very young, you know, just leaving school by 15 going to 16. I was still 15 going to 16, you know, and he gave me the opportunity and I did well, and I'm like, come, you know. So from there I started teaching, and I saw this is my passion for life. I was doing, when I was going to school, I was doing it. I'll leave school, come teach, go back to school. Sometimes I even miss tests in school because I just love teaching. I don't want to leave it, you know. So I did that from 99 to 2014 December. So I felt I've done enough, so I had to tell my boss. I sacked my boss. So I didn't wait for my boss to sack me, so I gave him a red card. And I didn't set up Babs Impact College immediately after then. I left and I was doing consultancy, helping students get admission abroad, you know. But over time, God keep putting in my mind, you need to do this, you know. So I did statistical analysis. I saw many that wanted to attend tutorial colleges couldn't go because of the amount of money. So I felt, let me set up something that could be low for them to come in. So these are the background of Babs Impact College.
Okay, so let me take you way back, your school days.
Wow.
Just me now, your school days.
Yeah, school days. I don't know, but my university days were more of that was a learning point. I tell students nowadays that you go to school, make sure you pass through school, and school pass through you. Many people that have graduated seeking job or looking for what they do, it simply means they didn't actually pass through school, and school didn't pass through them. I challenge my students. I said, tell your other ones at home that if you have any other ones carrying certificate up and down, it simply means he has not gone through school. And school. I met a man just now before stepping into the studio now. He was saying he had 3 people he wanted me to mentor, that they just graduated, they are looking for a job. They came to him. I said, wow, come, you don't need to look for a job. Okay, I need somebody to mentor you. Go meet this social person. So he was talking to me like he will we will link them up with me. So what I'm trying to say is, in school, learn how everything works. In school I was teaching on campus. I was people call it jack of all trades. I wouldn't say that, but I was learning a lot. I was president of a departmental fellowship. I was another school in another fellowship. I was in different places learning. The spirit was there. We're just up and down. So I think in my school days I was active. I wasn't passive. I was an active person all through, in and out, both on campus, off campus, and I was setting up my dreams even when I was in school.
So you're trying to tell me that it didn't really affect your study?
Yeah, if you know what you're doing, you won't call them distraction. You have time for everything. The time for fellowship, we go to fellowship. The time to study, we'll study. The time to go and impart, we impart. So it is strategy. If you have problems strategizing, then don't try it. Even as at a point, I was also combining 2 schools.
Wow.
So to do all that is about strategy. It's combining 2 schools, Zabatech and like in those days. It's difficult now because there's always one entrance to invest in now. But then it's diversified. So I was even combining. So I want to say it is strategy. If you can strategize, you discover a lot of things on campus now.
Yeah.
And I have examples of many. Like one of my Protigi, Obagide Victor, is a unit Ben, he's a pharmacy student. He has written books, he does MC on campus, he does training for people on campus, and is topmost in his department. So I think it's about strategy.
So we like how you jack of all trades.
Yeah, I said that earlier, that jack of all trades, but I don't want to call that. I want to see that as diversification.
Okay.
You should. That will help you as a business owner in future, that you don't just stay on one thing. The business will diversify. If you learn that way, you find out that you won't be the one trying to look for something. It's something looking for you.
Alright guys, this is where we need to go on a very quick break, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back from that very quick break. We still have Mr. Babs in the studio. So sir, I'm going to be asking you, how would you compare the education as of then, education system as of then to now?
Wow, that's a big question. I keep saying it to my students that many years ago, like in the past 10 years, there is one passion students have. In our time too, we are seeking everything. We go do competition here and there, we do tests around, but now we have more of the lazy students. I'll put it in quotes because I keep saying it. I compared students that have taught over time, the zeal for competition, zeal for tests, zeal for reading. Now you have a lot of distractions. The social media is one of them, so they spend more time with the social media than with their books. I told them, even my last week I was speaking to some students about the social media. You can make use of it in a big way. I don't discourage it. We have a group for students, even on WhatsApp, we have groups that are still working. But many of them don't understand it. They come with phones to class, charging every main point, leaving the class, So that's a distraction. Those days we don't have all that. Everybody's focused. It's about interest in the prize I want to get. So I think over there we have passion. We have students running after everything. But now, there are many ways that there is diversification in terms of empowerment. And I decided I don't want to go to school. I want to learn this. So a lot of options have been there. Those days is you go to school, you feel your parents on your head. Now you feel you can go and learn this one, you can learn this one. So education is getting softer. Although it's that advantage, it simply means it's not a do or die thing. You can actually be educated in quotes in another way. So I think then there is huge passion, even in terms of scores, in terms of results, it's showing clearly, But now you have a few of them that are well dedicated. I tell them, I said, those days if I see SS1 student, SS1, Students of those days are like those doing WAEC now. Because the passion they have in the SS1, you can't compare. The SS1 of nowadays are those like in junior classes. So it seems like a decline, you know.
Okay.
We look deeper into it, it seems like a decline in terms of passion, readiness, and availability of students.
So you feel the students have depreciated? They've really gone low?
Yes, I think so. Even all through, go to the campus, to the distractions flow all through from primary to secondary to the high institution. There are a lot of distractions. So, you know, everybody is, I want to slay, I want to do, you know, you have many things. You have many things that is causing that distraction.
Yeah.
Unlike then, you get focus. You're in school, this is the primary aim. It's not about, you know, the dressing, the cars I drive, you know, a lot of distractions now when compared to then.
Okay, so what have been your experience, you know, handling the youths?
Yeah, wow, I think it's interesting, you know. I used to coin the word impact. You know, anyone I meet, I also want to make sure there's a turnaround in you. The youths, generally, like I said, have a lot of distractions. Many of them have goals, they don't know how to achieve them. Many of them have plans, they don't have to put them together. You know, so with institutions that I've set up, with what we do, I've been able to fine-tune their mind, give them strategy. I've been saying the word strategy. One of the things that some people know what they want to do, but they don't know how to achieve it. The difference is just strategy. So I think dealing with youths is wide, you know, but from a community base, one of my attacking points is action. If you have goals, act on it, you'll see the results. And I think for a few people that have been acting on their goals, I've been seeing results, I've been seeing feedback. And I think that is my home priority. My mind is, say you want to do something and you have it done. So, but aside, like I said before, distractions, but you can fine-tune them with strategy.
Okay, I'm going to be asking you, what are your achievements so far?
Achievements? Okay. I don't like that word achievement because we are still learning. We are just developing. But I felt the measure of my achievements is majorly the impact in people's life. If I get to listen to testimony, I get excited. I don't want to talk about awards received or where you've been celebrated. I want to measure achievement by the impact we've made. So I think over time, BIC, Babs Impact College, I've just run for a year. Within that year, the first jam class we were able to do, you know, over 90% of our students got admission. Over 90%. Wow. I tell people, I said it's massive, and that's what brought a good inflow in our present class. Now people are just coming because the testimony is massive. You know, I've had people saying, parents bring their kids and say, it doesn't mean anything. I just tell them it's more than this. You know, I saw something that one thing about students is that it's not just about how you force them to read. It's also about how you inspire them. We have a class called the Principles of Life and Success. We make the students realize that even when they teach you chemistry, accounts, anything, you need to understand that there are principles of life. If you follow the principles, you'll be successful. So many of them, the principles work for them. So it killed the fear. You know, if it's all about the thing they teach you in class, you don't understand the principles of success, it will affect you. When some of them now understand the principles of success, they are academically balanced, they are inspirationally balanced, it worked for them. And it shows in the result. People that parents thought cannot pass exam, result came out 2 days ago. That they got a call. The father said the girl is the first position in their result. Wow. That the last time, the last session, she was so useless. She used the word useless. So he was like, he's excited about this. What is happening? You need to come see me. So I want to say achievement to me is results, which I think we are seeing all around. I've seen a guy that repeated class that the mother brought here. They said the father has given up, and I said, come, no problem. Let's talk to the guy. Started talking. The next exam they did position, the guy was joint second. From a repeating to joint second. The third time before they promoted to this session, he went to first position. You know, so stories like that inspire you. Somebody was in my college last week to talk to the students because he was sent out of school. He was an university student already, but he was not serious. Maybe he was. But this is somebody that he looked like an inspirational person. He wasn't serious. He didn't tell me that I was sent out of school. He came that he wanted to change departments. So he actually lied in quotes. He was telling me all this when the result is now okay. Because I knew him for many years. That he was in school. He was probably in FUTA already. So he came back and I was like, I want to change department. I was like, wow. So he came changing saying science for 1 week or for I think 1 month. So he attended PLS class, you know, that day. Last class we told them what to do. He passed jam, he got the admission. So he now told me the true fact that he was actually sent out of school, but he couldn't tell me that. You know, so 1 month, but he said he was inspired and he got that all cleared. So now he get admission back. So he came to share his testimony. So the summary of it all is that achievement to me is measured by impact in people's life.
Okay. Alright guys, before we proceed, let's just go on this very quick break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
to honest. This was advancement. What is this? Advancement. What does it mean? Genuine. Say that. Genuine.
Alright guys, welcome back from that very quick break. I hope you guys are still watching. I still have Mr. Babs in the studio. So Mr. Babs, you're trying to tell me your greatest achievement is all about impacting lives.
Yeah, that's my own measurement.
Okay.
It's not what I've been able to receive. It's not about list of awards.
Okay.
It's not about the certificate I have. But to me, the measurement of achievement is impact. That's my
Okay.
underlying fact.
Okay. So what should a prospective undergraduate look out for while entering school?
Yeah, it's how am I going to make impact in life?
Okay.
That's it. How am I going to make impact with what I want to do? You know, sometimes many ask questions. Can I get a job here? Do they pay this before they choose the career they're looking for?
Yeah.
I think the first thing is the impact. What is the effect of what you're going to do? The effect will pay you at the long run. I tell myself, I said, VIC, for example, is running for impact, but God blesses me through many other things. Is a real life fact. So I think look at how you're going to affect with what you want to do. That's why you see people evaluating things from the onset. There are sacrificial things you do earlier. So I do talk to them. The first thing you look into is not where you're going to work. Can't even think as an entrepreneur as a chief from the on point. Must you graduate and start serving somebody? Although there is a place for experience, but the fact is that stop thinking like a limited individual beforehand. When you have a passion of someone that want to impart and make things in your way, from the onset you will not be thinking of where am I going to fit in, where will they pay, what is working. You look at how am I going to affect lives in this field and it get back to you.
So do you see a hope for tomorrow in this generation?
Bigger hopes, you know. Things are getting better, people are getting clearer. It's not about the economy of the nation, it's about the economy of your mind. You get it now? It's not about what is happening in Nigeria, it's about what is happening in your life. So I think people need to work on developing themselves, and that's why I see a lot of things are getting better in terms of mind development. So you know, the economy, we complain here and there. In that economy, people are making impacts, making life out of it. So that's why I believe there is bigger hope for us.
So you believe, you see the song we used to sing that children are the leaders of tomorrow.
Yeah, those ones are past tense. Students are leaders now. It's not just of tomorrow. You know, which we don't need to listen to what our politicians are saying.
Okay.
The leadership we're talking about is you yourself. Lead your life. Many people cannot even lead their life. And talking about leading a team. So it starts from, are we able to lead your life, lead your family, lead your community? It starts from there. Then before you can talk about national leadership. So I think we're leaders. We've been seeing young people coming out in one way or the other doing something. So that's one of my passion about leadership is I run a training for secondary school leaders, the prefects. You know, so help them develop their leadership skills. I've seen a lot in them. They can understand how to communicate, how to understand how people relate to you. So I think we are leaders already, not of tomorrow. The tomorrow is now.
Okay, finally, what are your advice to pupils out there, viewers, even parents? What are your advice to them?
My advice generally is that I do tell people you don't have an excuse for not making it in life. So do not let your background to put your back on the ground. It is not about where you came from, it is about where you're going to. So let not your background put your back on the ground. Be focused. You know, somebody said if you have a focus, you focus onto your focus. You become the focus that people will focus on as their focus. So if you have a focus in life, you pursue your dream, you will get it. There'll be distractions. And that's why I don't stop talking about 4 G's of life. Have God, have goals, garrisons will come, but if you are determined, you will get gold. So I wish everyone will get gold in life. But that is determination.
So do you have a social media platform?
Sure.
Babs Impact College?
For the college it's Babs Impact College, Instagram at Babs Impact College, Twitter at Babs Impact, you know. Personally at Babs Michael, Instagram, Facebook, everything Babs Michael, you know. But for my MC aspect, because I do MCs, you know, like I said, diversification, I do MC, I speak in events, I do other things, but this is education basically, you know. Like I'm MC Babs, so at MC Babs, at MC Babs, any of them, social media, Instagram, Facebook, at MC Babs.
Wow, that's nice. Thank you so much for joining us.
It's been great having you all through, and I love your smile. I thought I'm the the best smile line you was smile line coach, but I love the way.
The only thing is that I don't have an open seat, so don't.
We can give you one artificially.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, I hope to see you soon. Alright guys, this is where we need to draw the curtain. I have really had lots of fun, honestly. It's as if I don't want to go home. But I got to go home, Jerry. Oh, I'm sure you want to also go home. Well, let's just go home. Anyway, this is why I got to draw the curtain. And my name remains Convy. If you have any suggestion, any comment you wish you can share so as to make this program, become better. You can just send in your comments on our Gmail account written on your screen. You can also follow us on our Facebook page, Instagram, and any other social media platform written on your screen. Then if you want to follow me back to back on Instagram, it's @Iam_Convy. Till I come your way again, stay blessed.
What is this? What does it mean? Genuine. Say that. Genuine. What is the opposite?
It placed little no value on you to start cohabiting with a guy.
Who says gospel music does not pay? Okay, well, that's what everybody believes.
Yes.
Many years ago, like in the past 10 years, there's one passion students have.
If my parents don't speak the language to me,
then their parents should be brought to book.
are you serious?